Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Bernie here. In this video, we'll take a look at the Lumix G9 to see if it's still worth buying in 2023 as a primary video camera after 6 years of existence. Yes, we'll only be talking about the video capabilities of the G9. You know, the Lumix G9 doesn't have the advanced video features of the GH5, but it's still a very capable video camera nonetheless. The Lumix G9 though is primarily a photo camera and was the flagship of Panasonic until the announcement of the Lumix G9 Mark II in September of this year. You know, it just so happens that the Lumix G9 has amazing video qualities, and because of those features, you can use this as a great 4K video camera to this day. You can currently acquire a brand new Lumix G9 for $1297.99 to be exact on BH Photo. Well, I'm not surprised why they're still selling this brand new since the camera is packed full of features. You know, camera companies continually release new models with updated features, including fast and accurate face detect autofocus, excellent IBIS or in-body image stabilization, 4K 60p, 4K 120 fps, 10-bit 422, and many other added features that benefit users. One of these models is the Lumix G9 Mark II, and it now boasts a body design identical to the full-frame Lumix S5 Mark II and S5 2X. It also incorporates the updated autofocusing feature, now using 779 points. It's commendable that the face detect autofocus feature has finally been implemented. You know, in my opinion, this represents a positive step into the right direction for Panasonic to compete with Sony in this department. The Lumix G9 still employs the DFD autofocus feature, which is less than stellar. It tends to hunt a lot when using continuous autofocus, which is why I avoid using it for events like weddings. Instead, I rely on the single focus mode, which is fast and accurate. The single focus mode is also excellent for filming talking head videos and when on a gimbal with the Lumix G9. If the camera is mounted on a gimbal, which I often use, you can set it to single focus and accurately focus on your subject by pressing this button right here. Alright, you know, one feature that I'm not particularly fond of is its lack of unlimited recording. After 30 minutes, it stops recording, which is annoying at times. For 4K 60p though, recording is limited to 10 minutes only. You must press the record button again to resume, which can be a pain. However, since it's usually mounted on a gimbal, it's not a significant issue, and I seldom film for 10 to 30 minutes for longer when using a gimbal anyway, so it's perfectly manageable for me. And by the way, if you would like to check out my in-depth review of the Lumix G9 plus my cinematic settings, you can click the link right here. So now the question is the Lumix G9 still worth considering in 2023? My answer is yes and no. Well, here's why. So yes, if you already have lots of micro four thirds lenses in your collection, since it just makes sense that this will be the camera of choice that won't break the bank and has other great features to get started filming. Yes, if you're after great handling and fits just right in your hand. Better IBIS or in-body image stabilization when compared to the new ones in the market today. It still delivers high-quality 4K video in 24p and 60p among others. It's still a dependable choice if you ask me. Also yes, if you can get a used one for about $500 to $600 US. And no, don't get it if you're after a brand new camera that has number 1, amazing autofocusing feature and has great IBIS. That's number 2. Although I think that the IBIS of the G9 is still better than the Sony ones nowadays. Just my opinion and from using the FX30. And number 3, if you need an overall great camera for everyday use like for vlogging as well as for paid gigs. And the fact that it has S-Cinetone and S-Log 3 and brand new it's priced at $1398. So for about $100 difference, the Sony a6700 is a no-brainer choice. And you know what? At the end of the day, it will come down to what features you need and are looking for. Alright, so for those of you who still use the Lumix G9, like myself, do you think that it's still worth keeping in 2023 despite the lack of face detect, autofocus, and unlimited recording? With the introduction of the Lumix G9 Mark II and other cameras from other brands that have way more features, do you think that the G9 is still a great choice this year? Or will you be getting a Sony camera or will just upgrade to the G9 Mark II? Do you think that $600 is worth an upgrade if you consider the G9 Mark II? Alright, so what about those individuals seeking their first camera capable of 4K video recording, including 4K 60p, and without breaking the bank? Do you think that this camera will be a good buy and not a good buy? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below and let's discuss. Alright, so that's about it for this video. I hope this is helpful. This is Bernie. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, goodbye for now.